Good afternoon. I have not made a video for my channel for like 6 months. For those of you guys that used to watch my videos, I kind of went through a lot of triggering. I had a lot going on in my life at the time, which has completely resolved itself because, you know, I've learned to be mind-free and to really be conscious of my thoughts, since that's how we create. And so I've been creating better, higher vibrational situations in my life. Pretty much everything that I was going through back during the summer, the spring and the summer when I was making videos, has stabilized. So I really wanted to get back into doing my readings again. I realize I probably lost a lot of my followers, but I know that whatever is meant to be will be. So with that being said, I am going to do Sagittarius. I am going to read for Sagittarius today, and I am using my Sex Magic tarot cards. So I am going to go ahead and shuffle and get started for Sagittarius. Sorry, my dog, she's on this hardwood floor walking around, so if you hear her, my boxer. Give me some cards for Sagittarius. That's too many. I'm going to take this one. And I haven't really used these Sex Magic cards too much yet. So I'm really trying to get to know them too, but I know that the messages will come through. And I do not read reversals, and my spirit team knows I don't read reversals. So with that being said, give me some more cards for Sagittarius. Now we have this Mercury retrograde. I know it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. I've been really balanced for a while now. And I kind of had a little bit of triggering earlier in the week, but I realized all it's doing is, these two want to come out. All it's doing is to help me balance out further, you know, because really if you work with the energy, it really will help you to focus on whatever comes up, to really kind of work through it and clear it out once and for all. And that's really what I've been doing. Give me one more card for Sagittarius, and then I'm going to use my oracle cards to clarify with. Let's see what kind of messages are coming through. And with the Sex Magic cards, this is pretty much going to be a love reading. It's kind of hard for it not to be a love reading with the Sex Magic cards. Just take one more card. There we go. All right, and let me get my oracle clarifying cards. I'm using my energy oracle deck. We got the Six of Pentacles. Can we clarify it? I've got a couple cards here. And then I have my Vampire Oracle deck. I'm going to clarify the Two of Pentacles. Then I have the Eight of Wands. I'm going to get a clarifying card for that one. Matilda, go sit down. And we've got two cards, actually three. Lots of Pentacles. I can't remember the name of this deck. Love Your Inner Goddess Oracle cards. I'm going to clarify the Three of Pentacles with these. And I seem to be getting cards in threes for some reason. The number 3 must mean something to somebody. I know it has for me and my connection. The number 3 has. Everything comes in threes. Lots of wands and pentacles in this reading. All right, and I have my fairies deck. Oh my God. Like I said, I don't read reversals, so my spirit guides do know that. Oh, that would have been too many. Give me a card for the Nine of Wands, a clarifier for the Nine of Wands. There we go. I'm trying to get my feet wet again because I have not read in 6 months. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull a Romance Angel card also. For the Two of Wands. I'm very excited about doing this again. I had kind of set them aside for a while and kind of worked on some things, and now I'm ready. I'm ready to do this again. All right, give me a Romance Angel card. All right. So the first card that we have is the Six of Pentacles, and I love this Sex Magic tarot deck. So hot. So with the Six of Pentacles, basically what I'm getting here is if you are a female watching this, and understand gender is not really a thing. Gender is nothing more than energy. A lot of times we get real caught up in like the feminine and masculine aspects of things, but you know, we are souls first and foremost. And it's energy, you know, and sometimes people will identify more with one gender than the other. So with that being said, if you're a feminine energy watching this, the masculine energy that is in question is watching you, desires you, wants you very badly, very much so. I'm getting that, you know, he could be watching you on social media, you know, maybe stalking your Instagram, stalking your Facebook. If you are the masculine energy, I get that this is the energy you're in. There is a feminine that you are interested in, that you are watching, you are pursuing. So take what resonates. You know, if you are cross-watching for a Sagittarius or you are a Sagittarius, this is definitely a situation where the feminine is being watched. She's being admired. She's being longed for, lusted after. And like I said, if you are a man watching this, then that is the energy. You are the one doing the watching. Because see, she's really in her power. She's really in her power. She knows her self-worth. She loves herself. She knows she's desirable. She knows she's sexy. And this is a very attractive quality. Makes her very magnetic. And the masculine energy can't help but be attracted to it. Even if he weren't before, maybe he weren't, maybe he was not. Maybe he didn't recognize this or realize this before, and now he is. So definitely take what resonates. To clarify that, we have woman holding a heart. And so her heart is open. She's very vulnerable right now, and she's ready. She's ready for love. She's fearless. She set aside her fears because she is in her power. She is embracing her sexuality. She knows her worth. And because of that, she's ready. She's ready for love. We have the financial constraints card. So I do feel like you, Sagittarius, are having some financial constraints right now. You know, maybe a layoff, maybe you just got fired. Maybe, you know, you're unemployed right now. And a message that's coming through from Spirit is to stay positive about your financial situation. Because the more you focus on it, the more it's going to stay in your physical reality. Don't feed any more into this. Start focusing on what you do have instead of what you don't have. You know, if you have family support, if you have a home, if you have, let's say you're, you know, getting unemployment right now. Let's say you're doing odd jobs, and so you are able to maintain, to support yourself. Be grateful for that, because that attitude of positivity and gratitude will get you exactly what you want. It will get you more money. It will get you back on your feet again, because the universe matches our vibration. So if you come from a place of lack and scarcity, that you don't have enough, guess what? That's what the universe is going to match. So start being thankful and grateful now for the blessings that are about to come, because things are about to improve significantly for you. And for some of you, I'm feeling like you're going to be blessed with even more than what you had before. Because we can't lose what is ours by divine right, or it'll be restored to us or replaced with something better. So you need to always tell yourself that. If you have lost something, it was because it wasn't for you to begin with. That message came through for a few of you. We have the Two of Pentacles. And once again, I feel like this is almost that same energy. And I'm getting for some of you that, and like I said, this is mostly for the females that I'm talking to right now, but I do have a message for the males as well. For the females that, you know, you have wanted this person for a long time. This is someone that you have wanted for a long time. And you all but gave up on him because it just was not manifesting in the physical world. The Pentacles are all about the physical world. So what I am getting here is that this connection between the two of you, and like I said, you could be this male here too. It is going to manifest into your physical world. This is not something that you're just thinking about, dwelling about, obsessing over anymore. Because you released it, because you surrendered to, you know, whatever is going to happen, just let it be. You know, I'm getting for some of you that you completely walked away from this connection. And the reason why you walked away from it was because it just got to be too painful and too disappointing. And so you just started going off to do your own thing. And that is the magical energy, because when you don't need anything at all, that's when it'll show up at your door. And that is the energy that I'm picking up here. So for a lot of you, like I said, you can even be a male who's, you know, more in your feminine energy. And that doesn't mean you know, that you're flamboyant or anything like that. It can just mean that, you know, you're just more in touch with your feelings. Those feelings are more a feminine energy. Or, like I said, you could be this male that you had this female who you were just crazy about. And for whatever reason, the timing, I'm getting for some of you, the timing just wasn't right. The two of you had more growing to do, more learning, and you couldn't teach each other that. You had to learn from other people. Sometimes we have to learn lessons from other people, and you have to go your separate ways for a while. And then it'll come back around and it'll be better than it ever was. But what I'm getting now here, feminines, is that this masculine energy is wanting to come forward. He's wanting to come forward because he has learned a lot. He has grown. He has changed. And so this is going to be showing up real soon. I am really feeling very strongly that you're going to be hearing from this person. And for you males, that door is still open. It's not completely closed. You think it is. And for some of you, you almost have given up too, because you thought, man, I've caused so much pain. I've made so many mistakes. She's never going to forgive me. I don't even think she wants me anymore. I just don't know what to do. That door is still open. All she wants is for you to put forth a little effort. Effort. Not just words, but effort. That is the message that came through. We have the AntiHero Maverick, Risk Taker, Rule Breaker. Once again, this is that feminine energy. This badass energy. That, you know, she's just out here kicking asses and taking no prisoners and doing her own thing and living her life without regret. That she has really stepped into her power. Look at this. This is not the same female she even used to be. She's heroic, but to herself now. She gives to herself. She puts herself first. She's no longer a victim. That is the message that has came through. She's no longer a victim. We have the Eight of Wands. So I am getting for a lot of you that this spring is going to be very, very magical. There is going to be communication between the two people in this connection. And that this spring, there's going to be lots of lovemaking. Look at this picture. Lots of lovemaking. And it's going to be a time of celebration where the two of you can talk about what all that you've learned and what all that you've been through. And allow that. I know a lot of times we don't want to hear about, you know, what the person that we loved or cared about, what they did when we were apart. I don't want to hear about that shit. But it's important. It's so important because everything that's happened until now happened for a reason. It was perfect. It was divinely guided. And it helped prepare for this right here. Because things could not keep going the way they were. What I'm getting is that for a lot of you, things stagnated. There couldn't be any more growth. You went as far as you could go together. So you had a journey apart for a while, so that you could come back together and have this magical union that is coming. And for a lot of you, I'm getting that it's going to be in the spring, because I just look at this picture and this picture reminds me of spring. You know, we got some fruit here. We got some birds drinking out of, you know, this little water bowl here. He's feeding her fruit. You know, there's leaves back on the trees. So definitely this spring, But look for some communication because it is coming. We have gift. And this is the gift that the universe wants to give you for all of the work that you've put in, all of the lessons that you've learned, all of the growth and all of the changes that you've been through. This is the gift right here. True love. None of that codependent, dramatic, messy shit that you've been through for like the past year or so. But true love. And we have privileged lady. And once again, I feel like that really goes with this here. That she has really been manifesting. She's been manifesting. She's been doing big things in her life. I'm getting for some of you that, you know, maybe she's started a business. She's very successful. Maybe she changed jobs. She's gotten a promotion, but she is doing very well financially. She is. Now, the masculine energy, like I said, I feel like there's, you know, some financial difficulties. But the reason why is because he has not fully stepped into his power yet. She has. And the reason he hasn't fully stepped into his power yet is because he's still feeling rejected. And rejection, that whole energy of feeling rejected affects every area of your life. Now, feminines, does that mean that you need to fix your masculine? No. He needs to do this on his own. He needs to step into his own power, but he needs to be very aware of his energy and what he's attracting, what type of situations he's attracting into his life. And he also needs to understand that he is not being rejected. It's just the feminine has chosen herself. She had to learn how to do this. Choosing ourselves does not necessarily mean we're rejecting someone else. It just means that we have standards now, we have boundaries, and we're going to always put ourselves first, but everyone should put themselves first. Everyone. That's how you set healthy boundaries, is to really put yourself first and stop being so self-sacrificing. Now, I'm not saying being self-sacrificing is a bad thing, but that is how you get involved in a toxic relationship. When others take and take and take, it needs to be a balance, because when you're in that energy, you run into people who are in this energy here of this thief, who will take and take and take, and they will not give back. You know, there's a lot of people out there who expect us to fulfill them, to just give and give and give and give and give, and then they're not willing to give back. And if they do give back, it's in this whole energy of, I'm giving to you in order to get something in return. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of expectations behind that. And that is how you get involved in a toxic relationship. And so masculine energies that are watching this, if you are in this type of situation, or you've been attracting these type of situations, the reason why is because you are not putting yourself first, like the feminine has. She's not rejecting you. She chose herself, and she wants you to choose yourself too, so that you guys can come together and have this healthy, balanced connection. That is the gift from the universe. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles. And once again, this is an earth energy. This is coming together in the physical realm, and this is going to happen. I mean, this looks like this is happening in the kitchen. This is a steamy connection Lots of passion, lots of passion. You've always had lots of passion for each other, and neither one of you have lost that. If anything, it's grown. Sorry, this video is going to be a little longer than I expected. I love us. Finch Spirit Guide. It says up here in the corner, I love us. But you have to love yourself first and put yourself first. But the message that I'm getting is that this is a mutual connection. You both feel the same way. I mean, there is so much passion, and you both have missed each other so much. But there's been a lot of pain, you know, a lot of rejection. The feminine felt rejected, and she had to go off, and she had to learn how to step into her own power. And the masculine needs to do that as well. And all she wants is just a little effort. And this is going to happen. This is going to happen very soon. There is going to be communication. And by the springtime, I'm getting for a lot of you, there's going to be a physical reunion. Be your own hero. This kind of goes along with this anti-hero. And the reason why this is anti-hero is because she's not off trying to save other people. She's doing what's best for her. She's a risk taker, rule breaker. She is the queen of no fucks given. She just does not care what people think of her. She has stepped into her power. It's a beautiful energy. And she is her own hero. Blame my Gypsy Soul. I'm getting for some of you. And Sagittarians are known for their need to wander. You know, if you're involved with this, if you're cross-watching for a Sagittarius, understand Sagittarians need lots of room to roam. They do not like to be tied down. They have to have that space. I mean, I was watching a video one time, and she said that basically, if you want to attract and keep a Sagittarian, give them plenty of room to wander, to go out and have experiences, because they'll always come back. And make sure that your barn is filled with all the best treats and whatever that, I'm trying to put it into words, filled with the best treats. Just put it that way. This Blame the Gypsy Soul this really embodies the whole energy of the Sagittarian to begin with, because they love to travel. They love that. And I'm getting for a lot of you, there's going to be a lot of traveling. By the summer, there's going to be some travels between the two of you. But I'm definitely getting that this physical reunion is coming. It's coming soon. We have the Nine of Wands. And this almost looks like they've been traveling. This really looks like a traveling card. They're sitting here. It looks like they're on some sort of logs. It looks like he's been on his own for a while. It looks like he's been traveling, like he's been on the road. And he's came home, maybe to that barn full of treats, which is what is going to happen. Because look, it looks like there's some travelers back here too. So yes, the Sagittarian is coming home. It's this masculine energy. He wants to come home to his feminine. And like I said, I kind of have both energies coming in right now. It's really weird, male and female. Connect with nature. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. And once again, I feel like this goes along with that Gypsy Soul, about getting out and experiencing life, and really connecting with nature. I'm getting for some of you, this could be camping, this could be fishing, going to the beach, maybe spending time in the mountains. It is to clarify this card. So like I said, I really feel like, you know, he's coming home and he wants to really travel with you. There's like a lot of travel energy in this reading right now. It's like he's been lost for a while. And he has been experiencing all of these different things with all these different people. And he wants you back, feminine, because now he knows what he wants. He had to experience everything that he didn't want to know what he does want. So don't let your ego stand in the way of that. A lot of times we'll let our ego stand in the way. Well, why don't you just go back to where you came from? You don't want me. You haven't been wanting me. Where have you been? Go back there. You know, we get into that energy a lot of times. And if you do that, you're going to miss a beautiful opportunity. I mean, because the energy that I'm getting from this reading is that there is so much passion. There is so much passion. So definitely get your ego out of the way and forgive. And you can trust this. This is mutual. This second chance that you have at love, it is mutual. We have the Two of Wands. And once again, the energy that I'm getting here is that the masculine, he has been to hell and back. Been to hell and back. Now, no, it's not your responsibility to fix him, to patch him up, to take him back into your loving arms and make him well again, to start doing everything under the sun for him again. Because what I'm feeling is that if you do that, you're going to get into that whole codependent thing again. This is about two individuals standing on their own 2 feet in their own strength and their own power and having a healthy connection. That's none of this toxicity that has happened in the past, because I'm even getting for some of you that in the beginning, this was a very toxic connection for both of you. And like I said, the timing was not right. So the two of you had to go off and you had to venture alone and you had to learn some things. So it is not your responsibility to fix the masculine. He has to do this for himself. He has to step into his own power. He has to take back his own power. He has to be responsible for his own thoughts and his own energy and what he is manifesting in his life. But it's so close. It's so close. He's almost there. So definitely do not give up on him. You're going to be hearing from him, but make sure that you keep your boundaries. And do not get drawn back into any type of toxicity that he might still have left from other people he's been involved with. Because he needs to clear this out first before the two of you can come together. Because look, see, he's still kind of, he's still kind of watching you on social media. Really watching you, even almost like an obsessed type of energy. But he has to be able to be man enough to come forward and to stand on his own 2 feet and to release any of the pain and the hurt that he has from the past. That message came through for somebody. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So females, I'm getting for a lot of you that maybe, you know, you had moved on. Maybe you're seeing somebody else. Maybe now you're kind of leery about, man, do I want to do this again? And kind of on this teeter-totter back and forth, you know, this back and forth energy of what do I want to do? But what I'm getting is that it is your fears holding you back. Your fears of being hurt again, of being vulnerable, of being open. And so you are trying to take the safe way out. So really check in with yourself. Really check in and really try to clear those fears. I mean, if you're going to not choose him, then make sure it's not from a place of fear or unforgiveness or bitterness. Because like I said, this is a beautiful connection and it is mutual and it's going to be completely different this time. It's not going to be the same type of connection it was before. And I'm getting for some of you that you will really regret not taking this chance. So definitely decide so you can send that signal out into the universe so that it can come to you. And so this is your Sagittarius reading. I'm sorry it was a little more lengthy than what I had wanted it to be, but there were lots of messages coming through, so definitely do take what resonates. This was a beautiful reading. Thank you, and I'll be trying to do these, all the signs about every 2 weeks. I was doing them before. I was doing them every week, and it was a whole lot. So I'm going to try to do these readings for the signs every 2 weeks. So definitely do watch for them. And if you would be interested in doing a personal reading with me, I take Cash App and I take PayPal, and I will put my information in the description of the videos. Right now, those readings are $25 right now, since I'm just kind of getting back into it and getting my feet wet. But it might go up in the future. But as my introductory offer for personal readings, that's what it is. Thank you for watching.